Okay, Jesse, I want to give you an idea of what the actual um, what the sales history is in that area. So you see, this is 4372 Mohegan. This is the property we're going to see tomorrow. You see the list prices, 180, which you already know that, and it's been on the market for a day. So I'm going to show you basically what I've done is what an appraiser will do is when you get to the point of having an appraisal on any property that you purchase, the appraiser will look at the most recent sales of properties that are similar to the one on Mohegan. So they're going to look at 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, whether that's 1.5 or 2 full baths, but it'll look for 3 bedroom, 2 full bath, well, 2 bath houses that are pretty much between 800 sold square feet and about 1230. So you typically go like 200 to 300 less, depending on what the sales, what the ranges are in the immediate area. So just kind of give you an idea what I have, and just I looked at a quarter mile. That's going to be the immediate neighborhood. All single story houses that have at least 3 bedrooms with at least one bathroom. And these are properties that have sold within the last 180 days, which is basically 6 months. That's what an appraiser is going to look at. And they typically don't go anything more than a half mile. With that half mile, this is a 10 from so the half mile brings 25 listings versus the 10 that are within a quarter mile. So it's enough properties within a quarter mile to look at that. So again, we're back to Mohegan. Oh, I'm sorry, I want to go back to this. The subdivision is Indian Hills 2, so it's the second section of this Indian Hills subdivision. So they may all be within an area that says Indian Hills when you go into the subdivision, but this is the second development within that subdivision. So this one on Cayuga or Cayuga, whatever, however it's pronounced, that one is active, is under contract, listed for 179.9. So it's the same price, basically 180. It shows here that the days on the market is 35. However, that's not really correct. When the houses go into pending status, it stops the clock. So I just want you to see that this house in particular, actually, this is funny too. This house last sold in 2017 for 139. When it sold for 2008, it sold for 135. That property is now listed from 2017 in just 4 years, not even 4 full years, is listed for $40,000 more than what it sold for only 4 years ago. So this market has allowed a lot of appreciation on properties. So I want to show you that this property, it hit the market on the 19th of March. It went under contract on the 24th. So it really only had 5 days on the market before it went under contract. So sometimes that information can be a little misleading when you see 35 days on the market. This property, I'll send you the link so you'll be able to see what the houses actually look like, but I want to just kind of give you an explanation in video. The next one, let's see, that is Aztec. That's also, it's in Indian Hill, so this is one of the first houses. Around the same age, because Mohegan is 66 and this is 66 years as well. So they probably built these pretty quickly. That one listed for 190, went under contract within the first day. That particular agent just immediately put it into pending status versus active under contract. So this one hasn't done anything since that day, first day, which once it goes under contract, no one can see anyway. But you'll see it's been pending since April 8th. That's information you can't see, but I just want you to kind of get an idea that it's been on the exposed to the market for longer, but on the first day on the market, it basically went under contract. That one's also 1,030 square feet, same as Mohegan. And then again, you'll be able to see that one. That's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. That one, most of these do have master suites. Now it shows a half bath in the master suite in the description, but they've got 2 full baths. So I don't know if it's really 2 full baths or if it's 1.5 bath. I haven't seen the property, so I really wouldn't be able to tell you that. maybe it'll show up in the photos. This is typically the best place to look for. There's one full bath. And the bathroom in the master is a half bath. So that one's a little bit misleading. It's actually 1.5 bath as well. Close this one out. And I hope this video doesn't seem too long. I just want to give you as much information as possible just in case you really like the house. The other one's on turquoise. That's also in Indian Hills. It was originally listed for $179.9, and then they dropped the price. So it was on the market for 54 days. And after being on the market for just, wow, only 16 days, really after Christmas, they reduced the price by $5,000. And then right after the holidays, it went into contract. So, and that's because they did the active under contract. The number of days didn't stop until pending, when it hit pending, and then it sold. Matter of fact, apparently the person forgot to put it in pending status. And once it closed, they put it in pending and then immediately changed it to close. So that one sold for $174.9, which was a little less than the list price. Naturally, it had 54 days on the market, but it didn't take it 54 days before it actually went under contract, more like 20 some odd days. The seller on that one did not pay any closing costs. So this is information you can't see. And this was actually sold in cash. So there was no loan associated with this property. And I could only give you complete information on something that is actually sold. So we got another one on Aztec, 9118, originally listed for $179.9. It sold for $190. So it was actually sold for 5.61% over the list price. So we'll just, we do simple math and just say pretty much like $11,000, well, it was $10,100 over the list price. That one was 3 bedrooms, 1 full bath, 2 half baths, and one half bath is in the basement. The other half is most likely in the master suite. This one is a year younger than the house, but it's also in the Indian Hills subdivision. May not be in 1 or 2. Maybe that person left it out, because for it to be a little younger, I would expect it to be in 2 or maybe a 3 if they have one. But nonetheless, that house does have a garage, a 1-car garage, where the other ones did not have a garage. That one was on the market for 4 days before it went under contract, and it sold again for $190. The person had a conventional loan, and there was $1,500 paid in closing costs. Typically, closing cost is about 4% of your sales price. So with the $190 sales price, that person's closing cost was probably around $7,600. The seller only paid $1,500. So really wasn't like they got much out of that one. Here's one on Mohegan, 4450, just up the street. It's another house without a garage. This one is a little bit bigger. It's 1110 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, just like that one, and it's actually the same age. So it's 66, and that was in Indian Hills. Listed for $199.9, it sold for $215.5. So we're just going to say it was $15,400 more than what it actually listed for. This one, 23 days on the market. Realistically, it hit the market 113. It was under contract 117. And they probably had their loan commitment on February 5th, and then it closed on the 11th. So the clock again stops ticking when it goes into pending status. So this one actually went under contract 4 days after being under on the market. So that one, with pretty much $15,000 over the list price, and the seller did not pay any closing costs. The person had a conventional loan, but there were no closing costs paid, even at going $15,000 above the list price. And we'll look at turquoise. This will be and I think it's another one on turquoise, 4444. And that was listed for 165. So to think of why is it 1190 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, 65 years. It's in the same plat, Indian Hills 2. And that one has a new roof, new flooring in 2019, kitchen and bathroom, screen porch, and listed for 165. So I have no idea what that one's going to sell for, what it's under contract for, but that house does not have a basement. So that's just something to kind of take in consideration on that one. So really it's the 1190 stretched out, but it does not have the benefit of a basement. And that was listed for 165, which kind of makes sense why it's listed for 165 versus something like the 175 or 180. So just wanted to show those to you so you can have a better idea. I didn't want to go into the other ones. These are bigger. So the next one, Schmidt Woods, that's 1374 square feet. I don't want to go 300 to give you an idea, especially that one's 224,000 or 225 is what it sold for. The other one 212, 240. So we're getting into the upper twos on that one. So just wanted to give you an idea of what the properties are actually selling for. I'll send you the links so you can look at the photos, but wanted you to get if nothing else, just kind of share the information with you so you can have a better idea of what these properties are actually selling for. I will see you in the morning. Talk to you soon.